Hi you guys, it's Haley, and I'm going to tell you about one of the oldest known systems of enumeration, and that's the Egyptian system. The Egyptian system is a simple grouping system, and that means two different things. One, it means that the position of the symbol doesn't affect what number the symbol is representing. The symbol could be first, last, or in the middle, and it still will represent the same number. The second thing that this means is that they have symbols representing a certain group of numbers. And for the Egyptian, that group of numbers is tens, or it goes up by powers of tens. So they start out with this symbol. And this symbol is called a stroke, and that equals 10 to the power of 0, or 1. This is a heel bone, and that equals 10 to the power of 1, or 10. This is a coiled rope, which is 10 to the power of 2, or 100. This is a lotus flower, or 10 to the power of 3, or 1,000. This is a pointed finger, which is 10 to the power of 4, or 10,000. This is a pollywog, and that's 10 to the power of 5, or 100,000. And finally, this is an astonished man, and that's 10 to the power of 6, or 1,000,000. To make numbers, the Egyptian used those symbols and put them together, but it didn't matter what order those symbols were in. For example, to make the number 12, you would have one heel bone, which equals 10, and two strokes, which equals 2 ones. And you put them together, but it didn't matter where they went. It could be a stroke, and then a heel bone, and then another stroke, or the two strokes first and then the heel bone. It doesn't matter. The Egyptians also recognized one kind of fraction, and this fraction was called a unit fraction. And unit fractions are any fractions that had one on top and then a number beneath. So the Egyptians used this symbol for their one on top. So for example, if they wanted to represent the fraction 1/5, they would have their symbol on top and then 5 strokes on bottom, and that would be 1/5. If the Egyptians wanted to represent a fraction that wasn't a unit fraction, they would break it down into sums and represent it like that. So for example, 2/5 would be 1/5 plus 1/5, and that's how they would write it. And you could do that with any fraction that wasn't a unit fraction by just breaking it down into the unit fractions and representing it by the sums. To add numbers in the Egyptian system, it's actually really easy. All you do is you group the numbers, the symbols that are alike together, and then simplify. So for example, this is 6 strokes plus 7 strokes, which equals 13 strokes, but then you can simplify that into one heel bone and 3 strokes. So that would be 13. So a heel bone's 10 and then the 3 strokes. So it's very simple. To subtract symbols in the Egyptian system, all you do is the same thing. You take away symbols that are the same on each side of the problem, but sometimes you have to rewrite symbols so you have the same symbols on each side. So for example, this is a coiled rope, which is 100, minus 2 heel bones, which is 20. You would have to rewrite the coiled rope into heel bones so you could actually subtract it. So this would be 10 heel bones minus 2 heel bones, which equals 8 heel bones, or 80. So it's simple, but sometimes you just have to rewrite the problem a little bit so you can actually work it. So that's all I have about the Egyptian system, you guys. Thank you for listening. I hope you like my video.